Good morning. I am Monica Groover, and you're listening to Vedic Arts. Picture this: you're sitting across from someone at a cafe. Both of you are staring at your phones. 10 silent minutes pass. Finally, one of you says, "Sorry, just replying to something important." But nothing was more important than the living, breathing souls 2 feet away, a table separating them. In this modern world, which is ruled by apps and screens and electronics, we've become experts at 3 a.m. voice notes, perfect emojis, curated stories. Yet most of us, especially those under 35, literally feel panic when they have to make eye contact with a stranger for more than 3 seconds. I'm not dissing on people who are under 35. I'm feeling so sad about the world we have given the young people. Saying that somebody in my 50s, we've given young people a world with climate problems, divisive political landscape, and they can't even afford to buy a home. And it's kind of our fault. Those under 35, ghost people they've known with a single scene. They break up over text. They confess love over text. They even mourn over texts. The Vedic texts and Upanishads talk about Maya. Maya is the illusory energy of the divine. So we live in a world that is temporarily kind of an illusion. It's like a digital video game. And turns out the greatest Maya of Kali Yuga isn't just money or beauty. It is the glowing rectangle that convinced us that a screen is safer than a human face. I think 5 or 6 years, I sat in the Delhi metro and I was so excited. The India that I left 20 years ago, I mean, we barely had cell phones. And here I was so excited. I was the only one person in the ladies' coach of the Delhi metro who didn't have her phone out. Everybody was on their phone. I thought this could be Toronto or London. It's exactly like that. Delhi's become like that too. When I go to the gym, and if there are older people in the gym, none of them have their phones out. They look at you and say, "Hello, good morning." And if you have young people in the class, they will have some AirPods on or something like that, and their eyes will just ghost over you as if you don't exist. And it's not their fault because this is what they have learned the world is: ignore everybody, have your headset on, and don't look in the eye. It's important to be able to look in someone's eye, to look at a face and have a conversation. It's the way we were programmed by nature, by Mother Nature. Krishna says in the Gita, Ishvarah sarva bhutanam hrideshe arjun tishtati brahmayan sarva bhutani yantrarudhani maya. Meaning that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is Krishna is saying, he spins all beings on this illusory shakti of his, energy of his, which is called Maya. So we are all spinning on this illusion of Maya. But what is Maya? Maya is the wondrous power of God. She kind of runs this world. She is God's energy that is personified separately. She brings forth creation. And one of her primary functions is to basically be the ultimate magician and put a veil illusion over us, just like a magician does. And she hides stuff from us. Yantra Rudhani, yantra can also mean a machine. And today the machine is an algorithm. I mean, think about it. People wake up and they reach for the phone even before they reach for water. There's 10 minutes of doom scrolling, breakfast with one hand scrolling. Maybe they're traveling to work, doom scrolling, then waiting in line scrolling, even in the bathroom scrolling. Krishna says, my divine Maya is extremely difficult to overcome. So, yeah, this is Maya. This is digital Maya. I tell you. Did you know that average 80-year-old in the US is spending 5.5 hours on screens? And a lot of the time is doom scrolling, using their thumb, going up and down, just looking at the videos. The phones become a dopamine fog machine. Now, this word doom scrolling, I did not know this before. And I asked my middle schooler, and I recorded the conversation. And here is how that conversation went. Tell me what it's like to be a middle schooler and
all your friends being on screens?
Socially or just generally?
Both socially and generally.
Generally, it's boring. It's like akin to watching paint dry. However, you actually may act as if you are not paying attention when you are watching paint dry. So therefore, I consider watching paint dry to be slightly better than middle school.
Ha ha ha, you're funny. Explain to me what doom scrolling is.
So on TikTok or on not social media apps, so Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. There was something that Vine started, which was these small short videos that people can make, and you'd get an algorithm that would basically sort them into a long strip-like list, and it would show you to them. And you basically just swipe downward, okay?
Okay.
So I open YouTube Shorts, and it'll show me a short.
As soon as one is finished, there's four other like it that you might like, and you just keep on clicking on it. And
You aren't clicking,
yeah,
okay?
your path.
It's very low action. To get to the next video, that's all you have to do.
Okay. Ishan is showing me how he's using his thumb to scroll. That's what doom scrolling is. So what?
People are too lazy to look at a thumbnail. They just want to have a slight finger movement.
I got it. I got it. So basically turning into the thumb zombies.
No, no, doom scroll. It becomes a doom scroll when you're just doing it for like hours.
Well, thank you. That was very illuminating from a perspective of a middle schooler. Thank you. So, brain rot is a slang term for negative mental state caused by excessive consumption of low quality internet content, like short form videos. Now, it's not a medical condition, but experts associate it with negative impacts like distorted perception, cognitive impairment, feelings of exhaustion, anxiety, or depression. And imagine if little kids whose brains are still developing are watching this, their brain chemistry and the shape of their brains actually changing. And these kids are going to grow up and they don't know how to communicate in a real world. So it's very important for parents to set boundaries. And we as a society need to have tech-free zones, not just with the kids, but we ourselves are doing it. We need to set an example as well. Your phone is not a phone, it's a Rajas slot machine. There are three fundamental qualities of gunas that shape all nature, especially our minds and bodies. Sattva is the good one. It is balance, harmony in our mind and body. We want to be in sattva. Rajas is we just want to keep on doing and we don't have time to stop. The Rajas is the quality or this inherent force behind all action and ambition, and it makes you take action, makes you do things. But if you overdo it and you don't rest and you do not balance it with sattva, it can lead to restlessness, dissatisfaction, and mental health problems. So the phone is a rajas slot machine. For example, if you open TikTok or Instagram for 2 minutes, 47 minutes later, you're doom looping cat videos and you don't even think anything of it. So neuroscience calls it a dopamine microhit. And Ayurveda, we say the rajas and tamas are in overdrive.
Asked Pandit Arul Krishna about relationship of screen time with Rajavan and Tamagat, and this is what he had to say.
How is screen time related to the increase of Rajogun and Tamogun? First of all, screens don't really have anything to do with it. It's really not about screen time. It's about engagement with interactive online content. Now, most of this content is created to try to get engagement because the goal is to sell your clicks, to sell your engagement. They want to sell advertising, and so your engagement is essential. Now, it doesn't really matter whether it's positive engagement or negative engagement, it's all the same. You are nothing more than a battery in the matrix. You're just another dollar sign in a long string of dollar signs.
There was some extraordinarily stupid video series of animations someone made of with Source Engine of a man sticking of a head coming out of a toilet, and small children went absolutely insane over it. Because first of all, it was a toilet, so they instantly got hooked. Second of all, it started blowing up in popularity and became the fastest growing channel in history. So because of this, they were now watching these videos for basically all that they did was cry and eat and watch Skibbity Toilet. And there ended up becoming content farms, which had already existed, and these content farms produced basically piggybacked of what are called brain rot.
What? Oh my God, I'm learning a lot today. That's crazy. Well, I insist that this is still digital Maya. I mean, we live in an illusory world which is run by the illusory energy of God. And what better illusion than staring at a visual screen all day? Maya is the Shakti, the goddess that runs this world. She is the power of Vishnu Narayan or Krishna. And one of her primary functions is to basically be the ultimate magician and put a veil illusion over us, just like a magician does. And she hides stuff from us. So we think, hey, whoa, I am not the soul. I am this body. I am the color of my skin. I am how much money I have. I'm a male. I'm a female. I am, oh my God. And my phone is my friend. And you know what's going to make me happy? 10,000 likes going to make me happy. And this is Maya. This energy is like she puts a magic blanket over us. She puts these rose tinted glasses over our eyes. And basically, she creates this illusion. And then, if you ask me, why is she creating this illusion? But that's another story for another podcast why Maya is creating the illusion. Because basically, we wanted it. We wanted to be separate. We didn't want to be in the heavenly planets. We wanted to be in our own world. And don't even get me started on the Maya of the video games. That's a topic for another podcast. But I would like to end by saying that we talked about the three sattva, rajas, tamas. So Maya will basically there are three kind of illusions she'll put us through. And even the illusions that she puts us through, everything that's happening is made up of three gunas. Devi Vosha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mamev Ye Prapadyanti Maya Metam Taranti Te. Meaning the divine Maya, this energy of mind, which is made up of Sattva Tamas Rajas, it is just bloody impossible to beat. You cannot beat God's Maya, this illusory energy. And you cannot be happy from likes and matches and notifications. You gotta, start chanting and basically surrendering to the divine and working on our spiritual life. That's how it's going to happen. So, why are people ignoring their real lives and reality for the screen? Because we are hypnotized by pixels, and these pixels ain't nothing but Maya. Hare Krishna.